Arsenal 2, Villarreal 3. This is my impressions of the game. I thought Villarreal was the better team for all intents and purposes. They defended very, very well, with the exception of the corner kick, which Norgard scored on a header, which he was left on all alone by himself. Put it in the near post, and the penalty on Dowman, which Odegaard put in. Villarreal was really the better team. I mean, look, in the first half, when they went forward, they were very, very efficient, and the Arsenal controlled the game. I think they had the ball for 56% of the time. But they had 7 shots on goal. Both teams had 7 shots on goal. Arsenal had 17 goal attempts to 8 by Villarreal. But look, Villarreal was very, very efficient going forward. Nicolas Pepe, who used to play for Arsenal, I believe before Rice came, I believe he was the he was the highest paid player that we ever purchased for £72 million, and he scored the first goal for Villarreal before Eda Young scored and made it 2-0 before Norgard scored, made it 2-1, and then an outstanding counterattack in the second half by Villarreal. It was Consuena passed the ball to Dinjwama, who put the ball past Kepa and made it 3-1 before Odegaard hit the penalty kick. Like again, my personal feeling on this game is this. Look, Villarreal deserved to win. They were the better team. They defended very, very well for the most part. Really didn't give Arsenal a whole lot of chance, especially York Hayes, who he was okay, but really didn't have enough opportunities to score. Didn't really get a lot of good service. And again, that was Villarreal playing good solid D. But again, it's a preseason friendly. Again, you can tell it's a preseason friendly because Odegaard doesn't start, Rice doesn't start, Gabriel doesn't start. You bring in a bunch of players. Again, it's just getting the team ready for the upcoming match against Manchester United, which will be a week from Sunday. For all intents and purposes, this game was a preseason friendly and played exactly like it was. Again, Villarreal was the better team. They deserved to win. They took their win very, very well. As far as Mikel Arteta is concerned, he's going to have to go and look at what he's doing as far as tactics are concerned. Again, there's still a whole lot he needs to worry about. Look, possession, fantastic. Movement off the ball, fantastic. Good ball control. Again, he had the ball about 57% of the time, but it's in that attacking third where Arsenal seems to have the problem. Even with York Hayes on the pitch, they seem to have that problem. They don't know when to make the pass or how to make the pass or where to run or where to stand to get the shots off. But all intents and purposes, this was a preseason friendly. It was a chance to see York Hayes play 60 minutes. He did reasonably well. I think he had maybe one opportunity in like the 42nd minute, and maybe one more in the 49th, 50th minute, but really didn't really show a whole lot as far as his goal scoring prowess. Also, I got to think that Saka and Martinelli have to shoot the ball more. Okay, they do good jobs on the wing. They do make good runs, but when they get the ball, they need to shoot the ball more, and maybe that will free up defenders and give York IS more time in the middle to get a shot off score goal. But that's what I can see happening. But really, for all intents and purposes, it really wasn't a great performance by Arsenal. Again, Villarreal was the better team. They defended very, very well. Whenever they attacked in the first half, especially in the first half, they didn't do a whole lot of attacking in the second half, except later on in the game, late in the game, where they I think they got a corner kick, or I think there was only one corner kick that they got in the entire game. Let me take a look how many corner kicks they had. They had 2 corner kicks, but again, Villarreal, when Villarreal attacked in the first half, they were very, very efficient. Got 2 goals, 2 very well taken goals. You could look at argue that they were poor by Kivior on the Pepe goal, and Ede Young basically just, Raya probably should have done better with the cross, but instead it went right to Ede Young, who put the ball into the net. Again, preseason friendly, not the end of the world, not anything I'm going to lose a whole lot of sleep over, but Arsenal needs to play a little bit better. Like I said, the midfield defense, decent, not great, but still, ball control, they certainly controlled the ball, certainly controlled the game for the most part, but just weren't able to score a goal when they needed to score, and then they gave up goals when they shouldn't have. Congratulations to Villarreal again, a good performance by Villarreal. They were the better team. They deserve to win, and that's just how it is. Please click like, share, and subscribe as well for me as well. I would appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.